All right, you guys, LaunchPad Live is coming up this weekend, October 6th, 7th, and 8th. And I thought it would be fun to do like a prep video, get ready with me for it. Because I attended this event last year and it was seriously in my top 2 best investments of my time that I've ever made in myself, okay? My other top investment I made in myself was my yoga teacher training, okay? And attending this event last year it was called the World Summit. This is the workbook from last year, but it's the same event. This year is just the new, updated version. But I literally came off of this event like on the same kind of high on life, full of confidence, like full of belief in myself, built relationships with the most amazing people. Like it just seriously was a life-changing experience for me. And so if this is your first time attending this event, I want to give you some tips of how you can maximize your experience, because I would love for you to come out feeling the same way that I did. Like you just spent 3 days of your time, which is your biggest asset. Like your time is your most valuable asset. So make those 3 days worth it, okay? And one of the ways that you can do that is by making sure that you are prepared to maximize your experience ahead of time. Okay, so first, I was starting to look through my notes from last year, and it's like really funny to see where my mind was last year and then how I've grown since then and how I've implemented the things that I wrote down in here. I'm gonna show you guys inside my notes in a second, but first, I didn't even open this yet. I got it in the mail the other day and I didn't even open it because I wanted to open it with you so you could see my true reaction to what's in here. All right, so let's do it. Here we go. All right, cool. Here's all the important stuff to know. This is the best part. The LaunchPad Live workbook. Okay. Woohoo! What I would say is don't get ahead of yourself and try to read all the stuff in here. Just go in with an open mind and see what there is for you to learn. Okay, so got your workbook. We got the door, the do not disturb thing to hang on the door. Definitely use this, okay? I used mine last year. It was very effective. Put it on your front door. Try to eliminate all distractions that could possibly come into your world in these 3 days. Just put yourself in a little bubble so that you can totally immerse yourself and be free of distractions. That's one of the most important tips, is to protect your boundaries ahead of time. Tell people you're not going to be available, okay? Get a babysitter or get your spouse to watch the kids. Just create this bubble for yourself where you can really just be in it, okay? The Underdog Advantage. I read this book already, so I will probably gift this copy to somebody because I already have my own. This book is incredible. If you have not read it, this book is amazing, okay? Absolutely amazing. That's a different video, but woo-hoo-hoo! All right. We got a new heart emoji and fire on the other side. I'm glad because mine from last year are totally beat up and I've had to tape them 500 times to keep the heart on my stick. So I love it. Thank you, Mastermind. Woohoo! Yes! A new pen! This is probably gonna sound really stupid, but this was seriously my favorite thing from last year, my Mastermind pen, because every day I was yes, I'm writing with my Mastermind pen and I'm doing the thing, and I just felt so cool. It's a nice quality pen. And then it ran out of ink. And then I still have it, but I need to get a ink replacement thing, but not now because I have a new pen. Thank you, Mastermind. I love it. All right, what's this? Oh, cool. LaunchPad Live Post-its. That's awesome. I love it. Good idea. That's new this year. Last year we did not get Post-its. What's this? Do it messy, do it scared, do it anyways. Love it. I'll put this in my office. All right. And you know enough, you are enough. LaunchPad Live. Love it. This is cool. It's a sticker. I love that. Okay, so I got all of my supplies. Note about this. Do it messy, do it scared, do it anyways. If I could sum up what I did in this past year that has allowed me to be successful, it was this. I did this. This works. When, like, literally, just follow what it says. Do it messy, do it scared, do it anyways. When you do this and you take massive action, it's messy and you're scared as shit, but you do it anyways, you will succeed, okay? You will. I'm living proof. All right, so here's my notes from last year. So here's actually another tip. Here's all my notes. I filled out the entire workbook, okay? And I filled out all of this. It's kind of hard to show you because I'm holding the phone to film this, but look at this. These are all like just copy paper note pages that I filled up. So Mastermind team, if you're watching this video by chance, like the workbook needs to be bigger because I went crazy on the notes. Now, the most important notes that I took. Love you all, roommate. I was in roommate last year and our room was the best Zoom room at the entire event. It just was. Okay, here is, this page of notes is probably the most important page of notes that I took. It was about the priming exercise that Tony taught us. I wrote down, prime yourself or the world will prime you. First thing in the morning. And you know what, you guys? I actually did this, and this was the best thing I could have done for myself. I still do it to this day, and I will for the rest of my life, because I think this is probably the number one most important habit that anybody can do to be successful, not just in business, but in their life. So that was a little sneak peek inside my notes. All right, the next tip I want to share with you guys is to make sure that you set up your space where you're going to be attending the event. Like, make it like your sanctuary where you can focus. Make sure that you have room to not only sit down, but also stand up. In fact, I would recommend that you plan on you're gonna be standing up most of the time. I can tell you, my legs were sore. Like, my actual leg muscles were sore on the Monday after the event because I was like dancing and jumping around for 3 days straight, okay? This is like an immersive get up and dance and jump around and use your body, and you're gonna be doing a lot of activities. So yeah, this is like not a sit down thing. Okay, now it's 3 days long, so you are gonna wanna have the option to sit down when your legs get tired from dancing, but like make sure that you have a space set up where you can do that. And I would just plan to start the day off standing. Like, so for example, this is my office, okay? Which is actually like my living room too. So, but it's like, I don't really like do living room stuff in here. It's more like my office. So I have a standing desk because why? I can't sit down and work. I love to stand up and bring my energy to what I'm doing. It makes a huge difference. Like if I sit down and work, that's like when you can like kind of like slouch and like you're like in a lower energy state. Like, no. I have a standing desk because I stand when I work. I only sit down if I've been at the computer for a long time and I just like need a physical break. But in general, I stand. So do that for yourself. Create a space where you can stand and dance and participate and bring your energy into it. If you have a trampoline, like I have one of those like adult, they're called like rebounders, but I call it a trampoline. If you have one of those, bring it. Like I'm gonna do that. Mine is in my backyard right now, but I'm gonna bring my adult trampoline right here in my office and put it right next to my computer so I can like dance, so I can jump, okay? Like Tony jumps on the trampoline, KK jumps on the trampoline. Like you guys, they actually have like a trampoline on their set that a lot of the speakers will jump on before they go and speak on stage. So like bring your energy. I can't stress enough how important it is to bring your energy. The more energy that you bring into this event, the more you're gonna get out of it. Like it's as simple as that. So set your space up where you can dance, where you have the space to move around, have a comfy chair for yourself when you get tired of dancing. But yeah, bring your energy. Another must-do tip to be prepared for this event is supply yourself with plenty of water, other special drinks you might want to have, snacks, like lunch. There will be a lunch break, but like just pretend you're like going to the beach for the day and you need to like bring a cooler of food and drinks and all that kind of stuff. Like prepare yourself, have everything. So like, for example, I'm probably gonna take all of those like books off of my desk area, and I'm just gonna have that like loaded with like you know, water bottles, and the kind of water bottles that actually keep the water cold all day. Like I will have like 3 of those, like full, like big ones. I'll have healthy snacks like fruit and, you know, stuff like that, sandwiches, whatever. You want to eliminate the need to leave your sanctuary space as much as possible. Yes, you're gonna have to go to the bathroom, okay? Yes, there's gonna be breaks included. Like they will schedule in breaks, and there is gonna be a lunch break. I remember last year, I think our break was like 45 minutes or an hour or something. So I actually, like, during the break, I went outside and I took a nice walk, and I was like walking around my neighborhood like, yes, like I'm at the best event ever and I'm on fire and this is the best thing. So yeah, definitely recommend, you know, take advantage of the breaks when they give them to you, but prepare yourself to like be in the zone and set yourself up in a space where you don't have to leave, because you're not going to want to miss a single word. Like sometimes what I've noticed, I've attended a lot of these live events, and sometimes what happens is like a speaker will say one sentence that sticks with you for the rest of your life. And it's like those little sentences, or little phrases or whatever, sometimes those are just the key words that you need to hear at that exact moment. And it's like, if you're running to the bathroom or you're running to the kitchen because you didn't prepare yourself with water bottles, you're gonna miss it. And they don't record this for a replay, okay? Like when they tell you that this is a live event and it's only live and there will not be a replay, that's what they mean, okay? Be there live, set yourself up for success. Have your room ready to go, have all the supplies that you need. Oh, here's another tip. Be active in the chat. Like, have your fingers ready to go to make friends, make connections, connect with people. Be active in the chat. But also, be aware of yourself. Like when you're getting distracted, like when you're too involved in the chat and then you're actually missing what the speaker is saying, just close the chat window for a while, okay? Like close the chat window, because otherwise you're gonna be way too distracted. So be involved in the chat, but not so much that you miss what the speakers are saying, okay? Okay, another must-do important tip is to save the Zoom link, okay, ahead of time. Be proactive about this, because there's nothing worse than, like, let's say the event starts at 9 a.m. your time. There's nothing worse than at 8:59 a.m. you're scrambling to find the Zoom link. Like, you should have gotten an email by now from the Mastermind team with the link to join. There's a welcome video to watch before attending the event. Like what I do is I take the link and I actually bookmark it like in my browser, and so it's like at the top of my screen in my favorite bookmarks, so that anytime I'm gonna attend a live event, I'm just like, boom, I know exactly where to go, okay? And I would recommend coming into the event like a half hour. I think they open the doors like 30 minutes early, so get there 30 minutes early. Like have your just have your Zoom screen ready to go. They play music, everybody's getting on fire. That's a good time where you can chat and say where you're from and start making friends and all of that, and just kind of like getting hyped up. And just be there early. Don't be the person who is scrambling at the start time of the event to find the Zoom link. Like, come on guys, like just come on, be prepared with the link, okay? Here's another tip. Go into the event intentional. So kind of think ahead of time, like why? What's your why? Why are you investing 3 days of your most valuable asset, your time, into this experience? What do you want to get out of it? How I like to set intentions for events like this, and this is just what works for me, but I like to go into it just with a completely like open mind. And my intention is, I just want to learn whatever I am meant to learn right now. Whatever I am meant to hear, whatever's going to resonate with me is exactly what I need to hear at this point in my journey. So I just go into events like this with an extremely open mind, and just trust that I'm going to receive whatever it is I'm meant to receive that's going to propel me forward into like the next level of myself, basically. Some people like to set really specific intentions, like I need to hammer out my ideal client during this. And if that's your why and that's like the thing that you want, okay, well then great. But know that going into it, I would recommend that you choose a why that is more mindset based than the skill based, of like the knowing your ideal client, or knowing which product you're going to create first, or all that kind of stuff, because it's like, this could be a whole separate video, but like, you will have a billion times, infinite more success if you master the 80%, which is the mindset, okay? If you master that, you're gonna figure out the rest. Like when I was showing you in my workbook of the things I took notes on, probably the single, if I had to pick one thing that was the most impactful thing that I learned last year, was priming. Like how to do the priming exercise. That was like, I learned it because Tony was on stage last year and he taught it. So it was the first time I ever did that activity in my life. I was like bawling my eyes out in a good way. And I was like, I was so committed. I was like, I'm gonna do priming every single morning now. Like there's no way I can like start my day without this. Like this is incredible. And I did that. And I made that a daily habit. And like I said, the amount of growth that I've experienced just from adding that one habit into my daily routine has the return on investment of my time has been exponential. Like I can't even quantify it, if that's the word. So yeah, to recap, set your intention, know why you are spending 3 days going into this, and set yourself up for success. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, I am happy to answer, because I would love for every single person who's attending this event to come out of it feeling the same way that I did last year, which was, wow, that was the best investment of my time ever. Top 2 experiences of my life next to my yoga teacher training. Okay. And it really set me up for success from a mindset standpoint to freaking crush it and be successful. So wishing you all excitement, inspiration, success, and you're gonna crush it this year. Have fun at the event, and I'll see you there.